Welcome to Maths in Minutes with TMG. This is my first listen video on this channel. Many students dislike math. One of the main reasons is they have some broken bridges and some very basic areas. So to connect all those broken bridges, I would always go with the basic important rules first so that you become able to connect the dots and enjoy math. For this reason, I'll be making first few videos, around 10 to 15, on the basic of algebra, and then gradually I'll be going towards the questions of higher difficulty level. So today's lesson is about equation. I'll be posting 3 different videos on the basic of equations: one-step equation, two-steps equation, and multi-steps equation. So let's go and learn how to do one-step equation. For example, they give you a question and they ask you to solve x plus 3 equals to 12. Now first you need to know the meaning of solve. First you need to interpret what exactly they are asking you, what they want you to do. So solve means you have to find the value of variable. So in this equation the variable is x. So you have to find the value of x. Or in other words, you have to make x isolate. In other words, you have to make x subject, like x should be on one side and the rest everything on the other side. Once you know this meaning, that what exactly solve means, the question is half solved. So like you have to make x isolate. It means I don't need this plus 3. So my first job is to get rid of this plus 3. So now remember a rule. If something is plus and you want to get rid of, you have to do minus. So I'm doing minus 3 here and minus 3 on the other side. And this is also a math rule. If you're doing any operation, anything on one side of the equation, the same you have to do on the other side. I did minus 3 on this side and I did minus 3 on the other side. So now this plus 3 and minus 3 is gone because plus 3 minus 3 is 0. So x plus 0 is x. So just write x equals to 12 minus 3, 9. This is how we solve. And this is solved because now x is isolated. So x equals to 9 is the solution. Let's do another question. For example, you are given x minus 3 equals to 12 and they ask you to solve this. Now how you'll solve this one? Again the same thing. I have to make x subject. I don't need minus 3. I need to get rid of minus 3. If I want to get rid of minus 3, as I said in the previous question, if there is something plus you want to get rid of, you have to do minus. If something is minus you want to get rid of, you have to do plus. So I'm doing plus 3 on this side and plus 3 on this side. This minus 3 plus 3 is gone and x is 15. That's it. This is solved. Now for example, let's go to another question. For example, they ask you to solve 3x equals to 12. Now here 3 and x, there is no operation between 3 and x. There is no plus, there is no minus, nothing, like there is no minus, no plus. So 3x means 3 times x, means 3 is multiplied to x. Now remember, if something is multiplied, I want to get rid of 3, I have to divide on both sides. So I'm dividing this by 3, I'm dividing this by 3. 3 and 3 is gone and x equals to 12 divided by 3 is 4. This is done. Now for example, they ask you to solve x divided by 3 equals to 12. And you want to get rid of 3, which is in denominator. So if something is divided, you want to get rid of, you have to multiply. So I'm multiplying this side by 3, I'm multiplying this side by 3. Now 3 and 3 is gone. X equals to 12 times 3 is 36. So these are 4 different types of question. Now let's do one more question. For example, they give me to do minus 3x equals to 15. Now minus 3x is not subtracted, it's minus 3 times x. So if something is times, multiplied, you want to get rid of, you have to again divide by minus 3 this side and minus 3 this side. Minus 3 is gone. X equals to 15 divided by minus 3, which is minus 5. Now this one, like how to divide 15 divided by minus 3 or 15 minus 3, 15 plus 3. All these operations, like with plus and minus, to divide and multiply, I'll be making another video on the very basics of these ones also, so that you don't have problems if you're doing without calculator. But let me tell you quickly, if you have this 15 divided by minus 3, or if you have minus 15 divided by 3, both will give you the same answer, minus 5.